Hi there and welcome to the City of Galefast. This is my creative mode Minecraft map that I've been working on for a while, and I just thought I'd give you a quick tour of it. I've just installed Optifine, which gives me a huge draw distance so I can actually see all of my city now from my castle walls. This is my castle. I've already gone through a few bits of it in other videos and smaller videos, so this is the castle. That I'm stood on the walls of right now. I've gone through that lighthouse over there. There's the Dauntless trade ship there. There's the bank over in the distance there, the first bank of Galefast. And I think I've gone through the town hall, which is over there as well. So I've done quite a bit of building since I last did a video, which was the bank, but nothing particularly amazingly impressive. So I just thought I'd give you a quick tour of the city as it is at the moment and show you the progress. Let's jump down here very quickly, even though I'm in creative mode so I can fly everywhere. So, let's go through the houses first of all. So this is a very basic house. Each level can hold like 3, 4, 5 people, something like that. Which is just this is my first house template. Not too much effort went into this, so this is pretty much the first thing I did after I built the castle. I essentially wanted something to build quite quickly that I could give myself a row of houses for. So I built a few rows of houses there, and there's like a corner house over there in the distance, which is a bit bigger, which actually has a fireplace in it as well. So nothing particularly exciting there. There's the dragon heads as well, with the dragon head fountains, with the flames for nostrils. They took me a while to build. I think I showed you those when I was doing this town hall walkthrough. So let's zoom around here and show at the back of this. There's nothing really here yet. I might build something on this archipelago. Archipelago? Is that the right word? I might build something around here at some point, but at the moment I quite like it being this kind of shallow, swampy sort of area. I'll figure something out. And this is my fisherman's hut, which I built. This kind of after building this template, I got a bit bored of copy pasting it so much that I built something a bit different. So I built this fisherman's hut, which has carved in it. This was built obviously before 6.2, so I've still got cloth walls and cloth carpets and stuff like that. So nothing too exciting there. Just a nice little bit of decking with a seat on there to watch the sunset, which sunsets over there. So yeah, that's that area. Let's fly around here. There's the mansion as well, which I built a while ago. Don't think I've gone through that yet, but it's just a big house basically with lots of bedrooms and a big dining room and a study and stuff. So over here we have the first bank of Galefast, which I went through in last time I did an episode of this, and then after that we have this big warehouse and another inn. So this is the second inn I've done, which is the Golden Arms Inn, town inn. This warehouse is completely empty, but has staircase and all that sort of stuff and a big boat here. So the idea is it's got this kind of docking bay. I've widened this river a little bit and given it a docking bay where you can bring in a little boat to unload your cargo. And the Golden Arms, which is this inn here, I built this as the other inn is all made of stone, and I didn't really like it very much because it wasn't very spacious at all. So what I've done is with this Golden Arms, I made it out of wooden beams and stuff. So you've got this kind of bit more of an authentic looking thing. I've got a big ale thing there with a cauldron in, and what's that? There's meat over there as well. Some shelves, some taps, big bar area, bit of a restaurant area here as well, with lots of tables and chairs. And then obviously upstairs, we've got more tables and chairs around here on the upstairs. And then if I go all the way upstairs and get caught on the stairs, I've also got loads of rooms as well. Each room holds 3 or 4 people, I think, something like that. So yeah, and I think there's 3 floors of rooms, so enough space for maybe 50 people to stay over in the inn. There it is, the town inn, the Golden Arms. So that's the Golden Arms, that's that town inn. again, these are all built before 6.2, so all the walls are still made of cloth. There's some buildings over there where the walls are made from the new clay blocks from 6.2. So here's another house template that I built, which is a lot bigger than the previous ones. I think each one of these houses holds about 20 people, I think. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5 floors, each with 4 or 5 beds in each. So this small housing area of these 4 rows of houses will hold about 400 people, I think. So quite a lot of people there. Got some nice paths around. Nothing too exciting inside, just tables and chairs and beds. They are different that they don't actually back onto one another either, so there's actually this kind of dirty back alley here where there's piles of excrement or something between each of the houses. So I quite like that. It's a little bit different. And then there's this, which is the coach house, the merchant's coach house, which holds a whole bunch of coaches in there. There's 6 of them, and there's some odd noises from the underground. The other thing I was doing previously was trying to make this kind of survival friendly, so there were hundreds and hundreds of torches around, but I've started giving up on that idea now, because you can make some better looking buildings if you don't have torches every other block. They just get in the way of it. So anyway, up here, out of those houses towards the lighthouse, I've got this kind of toilet area and a merchant square. So in this little merchant square, we've got some nice tables and chairs. We've got some buildings. Those are some nice shops and some outdoor shops as well. So each one of these shops, I've got a Subway for fast food, and I've got a Resolve Any Ailment for potions. Each one of the potions is on the wall as well. There's a sign for whatever potion it is, and a chest. Then we've got Tools of the Trade, which is a tool shop. Again, a sign with each chest, a sign with each tool in. Then there's a Forgotten Passage for books, which is just a big bookstore, or a little bookstore. And then we've got the River Fruits restaurant, which has some indoor seating, some outdoor seating, and I think there's a kitchen upstairs in this one. Yeah, kitchen upstairs with some furnaces and whatnot. So that's all pretty cool. Let's jump back down here. Each one of these as well has each one of these 4 shops has its own private little accommodation at the top. So you've got this nice big double bed and some outdoor seating as well. Because the owners of these shops here would be rich people, and this would be like the rich merchant area. That's why the floor's all tiled. So that's that. Over there in the distance there's the beginnings of a wall and other stuff. We'll get there soon. So on the way we have this another housing template, which is quite big, but unlike these ones, it actually has houses backing onto each other. And in the middle of these ones I've also kind of tried to make a fireplace in each one as well. So in each one of these houses there is a fireplace that goes all the way up to the top there. So, and that happens on every floor as well. So you go on to the next floor, there's a big fireplace there. The sound of that fire is quite loud. And there's also a working chimney. So in each one of the houses, the chimney goes all the way to the top with some lag, and you can see the fireplaces all down there. So they've turned out pretty well. I quite like these ones. It's a mix of stone and wood and still cloth at this point. And then just as I finished building this big warehouse over here, this big warehouse has something a little similar to the other warehouse, the other new warehouse. It has this kind of underground area where a skiff can come in from the sea. You know, there may be a ship docked over there. A skiff can come in, dock here inside the warehouse and unload the goods, and then there's some big ramps to take all the goods upstairs, and then this big warehouse area up here. And I'm lagging while I go up here. There's this kind of big area for lots of goods as well. I've got some big staircases. There's loads of offices in these buildings as well, in this warehouse. And I can go all the way up to the top, even more offices up here, and then go out onto the roof. And like I said, there's 2 warehouses here. Both of them are identical, with the underwater with the water storage area as well. And so that's that. Then we've got this big building here, which is red, which is 6.2 came out, and we've got new clay blocks, which all look really nice, especially in Misa's texture pack. And this is Rachel's brothel. So I decided after building 2 inns and loads of houses, it was time for a brothel. So we've got the room of joy, the room of pleasure, you know, all this dim red lighting as well. Downstairs to just go outside, and then upstairs we have private rooms. So loads of private rooms in here with just a table, like a ready area and a double bed in each private room. And then upstairs again, there's the authorized personnel do not enter pay room, which comes into here, which is just like a big bed in the middle of nowhere. And then if I go back out of here, which I can't do because the graphics keep lagging, right, there we go. And then we have the voyeur rooms, and we have lots of voyeur rooms with just a seat and a table where you can sit there and watch whatever's going on in there, whatever might happen in this sort of place. And then there's some group rooms as well off to the side. So yeah, you know, whatever you're into really. It caters for everyone. We'll stop talking about the brothel now. Let's leave this place. Takes a while to get out of, especially when I'm lagging. Right, I'm out. I'm out of the brothel. Don't tell my girlfriend. Anyway, so that's the brothel, and then we go along here. There's some more rows of these houses. I really like this template, so I've overused it a little bit. And we're coming on to the bit that I'm working on at the moment. So this bit isn't actually finished yet. I've just pretty much built. Oh god, look, it's so badly done that I've actually done the lighting wrong along the wall, which is just looking at the distance between these torches is annoying me right now. So I'm going to have to finish this episode and then get doing with some building. The fact that I'm missing out a load of brick along at the bottom here as well is very frustrating to me. But anyway, so I've overused this template a little bit, but I really like these houses, so I copy pasted it quite a bit, and we've got loads and loads of these houses. And then at the end here, I built. So what I did was I got to the end and I wanted to build a kind of shopping centre type thing. I wanted to build a load of shops, and I wanted them to all kind of follow the same pattern, and just so you could kind of walk down and see. I'm eventually going to put a sign above each one of these doors, I think, and say, you know, this is a haberdasher, this is a tie shop, this is a watermelon shop, and just keep going along and do. There are 60 in total in this little complex, so each shop is very, very basic. We've just got a load of picture frames above some workbenches and a couple of chairs and tables. And then upstairs there's some storage. Upstairs again there's some living accommodation and some more living accommodation and some more living accommodation. So each one of these shops houses 10 people, and there's 60 shops, so this one building can house 600 people, I believe. So I'll just give a quick overview of it. So there's one side there, and then you've got each front and each end. So there's one end, and then there's the other side is over there. And the other thing I wanted to do, I wanted to make a bit more of this and put some causeways in and make it a bit more of a maze, but we've also got shops inside this as well. So there's all these shops, and they're all pretty much exactly the same inside. There may be the odd difference where I've broken something, but yeah, each one of these shops is pretty much the same. So you go into this shop and say, I want a new pair of shoes, and they say, no, that's the 4th door on the left, and you go, okay, I'll go over here. Then they'll say, I want a new pair of shoes, and they'll say, go away, you don't have any money, because I don't. And that's that. And these like I said, this is the area I'm working on at the moment, so it's all unfinished at the moment. I started to widen this road as well, because I thought that road goes on for miles, and that goes all the way to the bank up there. So I thought I'd make that a little bit wider, because it's obviously going to be a main road, and then you can get to here. And then I've got this wall, and this is going to be the end of Galefast in this direction. And because I was building in this direction, I thought I started getting to this little really thin layer of jungle. I thought I don't really want to build a load of stuff along this thin layer of jungle here. Same with, oh, there's a fortress over there. Same with the sand. I don't really want to build off into the desert there, so I'll build a big wall along here and then kind of stop my city at that wall. Obviously, I can still go for miles in that direction, but I wanted there to be some sort of logical stop. I thought that this was it. So what I've done is I've got this. Let's just go down. I've got this big wall. There's a small sheltered area in the middle, and then there's the sides, each side, where you can kind of look out and say hello to people that are invading, or you can look out at this side and say hello to people that you're protecting, as you do. So that's the wall. There's also this kind of causeway which will be mainly for guards, but this is just the causeway before the wall, and I have a big tower, which I'll come to that tower in a second. So that's my military area. So I've also got some toilets here which just go down into some dirt and stuff, so nothing exciting there. There's no running water in that one, unlike my other toilets. And then I've got this new building here, which I'm halfway through building at the moment, which is going to be like another big inn type area. So I've already got the rooms kind of planned out here, and my construction method for building these things is, what I've tried to do is I've tried to use the logs first, so that I can say, right, this is how it's going to be built, by putting the logs on top of each other and then filling in the gaps. So that I think that doing that makes the building look a little bit more realistic, instead of having such, such uniform shapes. You kind of have to think, right, I need to suspend this log onto something first, and then, so this, for example, you look down here at this and you can see that these logs are sticking out. They're holding up that beam, and then that beam will in turn hold up the other beams. So like down here, for example, that beam is holding up this beam which sticks out, and then that beam overhangs it. So yeah, I've just tried to make it look a little bit more realistic by doing that. But like I said, this build isn't finished yet, so there's just a load of empty rooms at the moment. I've just about put torches down so we can see. I've built the staircase. As exciting as that may be, so you can actually get to the top floor, and I've made a start on the roof but not got very far with it yet. And I think I've furnished one room. Yes, I've finished one room, so not particularly exciting, but you can see all the beams and stuff like that, so the architecture's on show, so you can see exactly what's going on. And that's that. So I also wanted to make this quite close to this building, so they kind of overlapped as well, to kind of give a little bit more of a sense of claustrophobia. And this building here actually touches the tower, the big tower, the corner tower. So yeah, that's the civilian stuff that I've been working on at the moment. I've also kind of tried to decorate these little sandy bits as well. So that's the main city. Let's have a quick look at this tower. This tower took me a while to build. It's got a lovely big portcullis on it, which works. Graphic glitches and all. And this is an extension of Henna 666's portcullis, just basically exactly the same, but an extra couple of blocks wide. So let's close that as well. There you go. Graphical glitches and all again. Now this tower can actually hold, I think, is it 200 people or is it 100 people? There's enough accommodation in this tower for a huge number of people. So I've got some kind of living quarters, some benches, some furnaces, a big fire as well, so people can get lots of stuff to eat. It's basically a massive self-contained area here. There are two staircases which spiral around each other, so each one of these entrances don't link up. But if I go into one of them, for example, and I go up the stairs, I come out here. I come out on the next floor up, but obviously I've not come out of that door, because they spiral around each other like a double helix sort of thing. And then the floors alternate as well in this. So on one floor you've got the living areas where you can go and eat and socialise, and then on the next floor you've got loads of beds. Graphical glitch. There we go. Got rid of that. So yeah, you've got loads of beds on this floor. If I go to here, there's loads more beds, loads of bunks. I think it's what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in there. 10 in there. So it's 10, 20, 30. And I think there's 20 in there, so that's 50. So I think there's 4 floors of this. So I think there are 200 people. So it's 50 on that floor. If I go up another floor, there you go. I've gone in that side entrance, so I've come out of that side entrance. This floor is the living quarters again. So, and also this on this floor we have entrance to the outside. We've got this door control here. There's a double door. You can't actually. There's a weird noise. You can't actually close the doors from this section, but you have to go all the way through and you can close the doors. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those doors are linked to the door control button, and yeah, I think that's quite cool, even if there are graphical glitches there. So that's that floor. So living, sleeping, living, sleeping, there, living, sleeping, living, and then you get to the top floor. So yeah, there's 4 sleeping floors, which means yeah, there's 200 people can be housed in this tower. And then on the top floor, there's one set of stairs that goes down, and then I've labelled all of them as well. So this is the southeast tower plus lower floors. This is the southwest tower. So you can go into the southwest tower and see the staircase above you, directly above you, is the one that goes. That's the other spirally staircase, if that makes sense. But anyway, I can go all the way to the top here, and I can look out from this tower. So each one of these towers kind of has 4 towers, or should I say, this tower has 4 towers of its own. You can get all the way to the top, and then look back down onto the city below. And doesn't it look good? So yeah, it's like I say, this, as always, this is only it's nowhere near complete at the moment, and I'm being pinged on Steam or invited to play something, probably Dota. But yeah, this is nowhere near complete at the moment. This is just, I've just kind of got up to this area, still working on a couple of buildings here. I just wanted to share my progress with you and show you what I've been up to so far. Because last time I did a video, I hadn't built any of the merchants area, none of this area, and this tower didn't exist either. So I'm going to leave this video here, and I'll leave it looking over the lovely view of Galefast. As I say, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye now.